name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, last time we got together, this was our subject up here, and we're going to change that in a moment, but the model is not going to change that much, but we will make something else out of it. So the last video, and this is a little review, the last video was, this is cutting edge. Are we living in a simulation? Well, it's cutting edge because a lot of scientific investigation and thought is going into, are we living in a simulation? So I thought, well, let's take a look at it. And basically, when it's all said and done, yes, we do live in a simulation. But it is a simulation or a model that we construct. It's not somebody from the future or a big computer somewhere that is making this simulation. It is the magnificence of you that makes the simulation. But because you're in an illusion, you don't know it. You don't know that you are the prime mover of your world. So in this model, we started out with the infinite everything, the infinite energy system of everything, the all, this is all there is. This is a representation of all there is, and I call it consciousness or being everything. So we take this everything and we pick up information through our senses. We filter that information, that chaotic information, through our belief system, and out of that manipulated data from the everything, we construct our world, which is a model of what we think is out here. It's not out here. There's nothing here but energy. But we construct this model of what we think is out here from all this information that our senses glean from this everything and bring to us, and we filter it and cherry pick what is important for us, and out of that what is important for us data, create a model of what we think is out here. And then we project that model onto here. Our senses are still picking up the information, and what we project and the information and what we construct from that information is a closed loop. And we believe what we construct inside is outside. That's basically it. We construct a model of what we believe, or a simulation of what we believe is outside of us. And we live in the simulation. We don't live out here. We live in there. So that was a little quick, not too quick, but what we talked about last time. Now, in a moment, we're going to change, and we're going to use much of the same model, but talk about it differently in just a moment. And here's our subject for this video. And so I'll read it off here. Interesting. Interesting. Are you sure you can see me? Are you sure you can see me? Oh, Well, now that calls into a lot of interesting things. So let us start with looking what I already have as a model, and you will notice that we have the infinite outside everything. And it is an energy system. It is everything, and therefore it's all. It's the all, and I call it consciousness. Okay, now, over here, we have changed our little lens. This represents our lens that we see out. Now, here's a little separation between what's outside of us and what's inside of us. So we are looking, here's our lens. It has an A side, or an outside, and a B side, or an inside. So A and B, two different sides of the lens. On the A side, everything is there. Everything is there. Why? It's the infinite energy system. So everything is right against the lens. There's nothing missing. Everything is available. On side B, you notice the lens has a lot of stuff in it. And the lens, the stuff in the lens is your subconscious belief system, your memories of your interpretation of past events, your experiences with life. All that you know is here. Everything is available through the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, big. Conscious mind, small. And things don't stay in the conscious mind. When things come into the conscious mind, they go into the permanent memory within about 30 seconds. They start that process. What that process is, basically unknown. A lot of ideas, but nobody knows how we get temporary memory in the conscious mind into permanent memory. A lot of good theories. Can't prove any of them yet. So here we have this lens that is a filter, and it is filtering through what you know that's in your subconscious mind. And this is all your programming too. It's all your programming and past experiences and memories and all that kind of stuff. It's set right here. So now, outside here in the infinite energy system, oh, by the way, I'm having a little ginger tea with honey and citrus, and I put a little green tea with it to give it a little kick. So it's a fusion. Now here, if you look real close, and I hope you don't have to look too close, you'll see a question mark that represents something has come up in this infinite energy system. And the senses, which are part of your filter, the senses are observing this new phenomena in the infinite energy system, and we have information coming to our senses as to this new information out here. And from this, we go through our filter system, and on the other side, begin to construct with the filtered information of what we know and construct our world. So out of this filter, out of this comes information that is unique to us, and I can't draw this quite like a lens, but maybe you get the idea. So we're picking up information, and we are now constructing our world. So let's construct our world. We're taking the information, so we're constructing our world from the filtered and manipulated information, not from the phenomena that's outside. Very important point. And here we go. We are now creating what we believe is out here. Do we know what's out here? No. We only know our inside construction. So what do we do with this inside construction that we have made that is our simulation from the last video, our simulation as to what is out here? So we are having a model or a simulation that we construct based upon this filtered and manipulated information, and you do it so fast you consciously have no idea that you created this. Consciously. This system operates so fast, your conscious mind has no idea that you're doing it. So then you take this, now the conscious mind becomes involved, and projects it onto this outside phenomena. Do we know what's outside? Absolutely not. Do we believe from our model and our life experiences and our memories, do we believe we know what's out here? Absolutely. As I stated several times, the truth, what is really out here, not important. What we believe, this is what we believe. What we believe is out here, that's important. So then we take this, our creation, and we plunk it right on top of here. I don't know quite how I'm going to do this, so I just think I'll just draw another little stick figure right here. And you kind of get the idea that you take this, your construction, made from your best guess, based upon your past knowledge, past experiences, memories, life experiences, as to what it could be. What is the only thing it can be for you? This. And then you construct it onto here. You project it, and boom! There it is. Is this what's here? Now, Pilgrim, I want you to pay attention here. Do you ever know what's outside here? Do you ever know what this is? No. You can only know what your interpretation of filtered and manipulated data based upon your life experiences and memories, moral judgments, all of that, all that you know, this is what you create. And then you project it on here and you say, well, I know what's out there. My eyes see. It sees a lamp, it sees a person, it sees a dog, it sees a cat. Maybe. Let's carry this a little bit further. about knowing what's outside of you. Because your world is not outside. You believe it is, but it's not. Your world is inside. So let me see if we can go a little bit further on this, and we will use this little cup. Now, I'll go sideways so you can kind of see it here as in the outside energy system. Can you see this cup? What do you think? Can you see this cup? Now, your senses are taking in information. Most of it's visual, because you can't taste what's in the cup. You can see the little tea bag tag. You can see I'm holding it. You can see there's a little tea in it. You can see a lot of stuff. But do you see this cup? If this cup falls, if it falls, I got a cement carpet here. I mean, cement floor with a little carpet on it. If I drop this cup, will it break? If you know whether it will or whether it won't, it is not because of this cup. It is because of all your past experiences with cups. With tin cups, with sippy cups, with plastic cups, with glass cups, with tea cups, with mugs, and anything that basically holds a cup of liquid. So, you don't see this cup. You see your interpretation based upon your past of this cup. A very unique understanding. And there's a whole chapter in A Course in Miracles about, do you see this cup? No. You don't see this cup. You see your interpretation of this cup. You never see this cup. And now, when I stand in front of you, are you sure you see me? No, you can't see me. You see your interpretation of me based upon what you know about old guys with wear glasses and do YouTube videos and drink tea. That's all you know. You don't know me. And that's the same way it is with your whole life. You believe from your construction, you know what's outside. You believe you know what you learned in school. It's all inside of you. Everything is an interpretation of the mind based upon your experience and memories created from past events. You don't know anything that's happening now, but you think you do. And through evolution, that's a good thing, because evolution has trained you to survive, not to see the truth. The truth will not be seen. We're not designed to see the truth. We're designed to see an interpretation of what's out here so that we can survive. And we do that very well. I'm not saying we shouldn't survive or we shouldn't interpret this information. It's just that in the illusion, we believe that this and this are the same. They're not. Oh, let's see what else A Course has to say about this. Now, in the Course in Miracles, says this. Oh, yes, and this is also true for manifesting. I have to put that word in there. That's a good word, manifesting. But it's nothing like what you think. See, so in manifesting, in the egoic world, you do things in here, vision boards and all that stuff. And the universe brings you a surprise. How do you know it's there? How do you know you got it? Well, you create it inside, and then you project it outside. That's how you manifest. But you believe the universe gave it to you. You don't believe you created it. How did you create it? By changing your lens. In other videos on manifesting, I said manifesting is not about enticing the universe to give you anything. The underlying goal of manifesting is to change you. And when you change you and have a different filtering system in line with what you want, it will be here. It's always been there. You couldn't see it because you got the wrong filtering system. So it's always there. So here, I mention that because in the statement that I found was around manifesting. So here's what the Course in Miracles says. For you will believe what you manifest. You will believe what you create and project out here. You will believe your manifest. You'll believe that this is out here. And as you look outside through your senses and see this, so will you look within. As you create it and project it and see it with your senses, experience it with your senses, it will be inside. It will be inside. The outside is a direct reflection of what you're doing inside. Now, your direct reflection does not tell you what's outside. It tells you what you made inside and projected onto the outside. So do you really see me? Can you see me as I am? No. Each one that looks at this video will see a different me. Why? Well, because you each have different belief systems, nobody has the same experience. Therefore, not the same memories. And therefore, not the same filtering system. And therefore, not the same created me. You make me anew every time I step in front of you. Every time I step in front of you, I'm new. Why? Your belief system changes. Today you feel happy, you feel great, you say, boy, he's really doing a hell of a good job. Oh, well, you see me different than if you were depressed and sitting there and saying, that guy don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't even know why I'm watching this channel. You'll see me differently. You are the creator of me the way I am. For you, based on you, you never see me the way I am. There was a Danish philosopher, Kierkegaard, who, I mentioned this before, but it's always fun to say it again. He had a saying, once you label me, you negate me. Once you label me, I am that label for you forever until you change me. So you are creating me every time. But you're not creating who I am to me. You are creating me out of information that you are filtering through what you know and then creating me. And then you throw the blanket of your creation on top of me. And that's who I am for you. And that's who your significant other is for you, or your children, or your neighbor, or a tree, or a lamp, or a rock. You create your world. There's nothing out here but energy. There's no objects. It's all right in here. Oh, there's so much to talk about here in the illusion. We're so deeply involved in the egoic system. Oh, and I've had some people say, well, this isn't scientific. I'm through with this channel. And they may be right, because it is not scientific. It may be logical for some, but it's not scientific. I mentioned very little science in this. And I only use science when it backs up what I'm saying. No, there is no reality out here. And a lot of times, a lot of people quote Einstein, because Einstein's a scientist. And Einstein said, reality is illusion. Reality is an illusion, although it's a very persistent one. I'm presenting a model of how there is no reality. There is only your simulation of reality. Be good to yourself. And we'll see you next time here in the illusion. Bye
Mai pula nei kai ke a kamaka